Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a comparison of my Soto hopper table, also known as a Soto Origami table, which is a Japanese lightweight folding table, against my homemade Correx table that you might have seen in my last video. So stay tuned, I'll show you the differences between them, the weight, sizes, and also how to make one. Okay, so this is the Soto Field Hopper Mini Pop-Up Table. I saw this used on someone's video a long time ago, and I managed to track one down. I don't think they make them anymore, but I found the supplier of Soto in the UK had one left. It was a demo one that he'd had sitting in storage, and I managed to buy it from him some time back. So, great table. It's not the lightest table if you compare it to some of the other Naturehike ones that you have to clip together, but I like this one because of the simplicity of it and how it worked. So if we look at the weight in the bag, and I do always keep this in the bag just because it saves it popping open, this comes in at 398 grams, 401 grams. So it's not the lightest table, but it's certainly well. It's great to use. You literally pop it open. The legs are already attached. There's no messing about with it. And there you go. Nice solid base. Measurements on this are 12 inches roughly by 8. It's worked really well. Obviously it's metal, so it does hold any heat perfectly well. If you've got a hot stove on top of it, that works great. It's nicely engraved. It's a very well made little table, but it is quite heavy. Again, putting it away, you just fold it, drop the legs in, and away you go. Nice and simple. Back in this little bag, and it has served me well. However, as you may have seen in my previous video, I decided to make a lightweight version of it. So this is made, as you can see, I've used it, it's got some stains on it. So this is made from Correx, which is a 4mm Correx corrugated plastic in an A3 sheet. And essentially this just, I've used little Velcro tabs to pull it apart, folds out flat, and this is my first design, and I have found a bit like the other company that makes these, that when they fold they do bow a little bit in the middle of the table, so you need some weight to sort of keep it flat, but if you just bend it back, lock it into position, makes it a little bit easier. So these two attach, and then there's your table. Simple as that, but as you see, it bows up in the middle a little bit. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Once you've got some weight on it, you know, it holds it flat, and it will take a fair weight on there as well. Now I have used my alcohol stove on this, and I just put an aluminium foil tray underneath it to protect the Correx, but it hasn't made a single mark on it, so it's not melted it. I was concerned about that. I did try it on some estate agent's board, and it did melt it, but I think that's made of a slightly different product. It doesn't seem to be as hardy as this. So yeah, that's the table. Very simple. Folds away. I've put these in strategic spots so that when you fold the whole thing up, it sticks together as well, and then one on each corner. Now in comparison to the Soto stove, that's on milliliters for some reason. There we go. So this weighs 63 grams. that's a 340 gram saving. And as I mentioned in my previous video, you know, I've just got the Helinox chair Zero for my birthday. My previous chair was about 290 grams and this one's 500 grams. So this more than makes up for the weight increase of the chair. So right, that's how it works. And I'll show you how you can make one. And I will be doing a subscriber giveaway soon. So I'm going to include one of these tables and an O-light, keychain light. Same as the one I gave away on my subscriber 100 subscriber giveaway. So this is going to be for 300 subscribers. You'll get a free table made the same as this. I might change the design of it slightly to try and stop bowing in the middle here, but it still works perfectly. Okay, so here is an A3 sheet, Correx 4mm. This is exactly the size I'm going to use for the table. Now it's going to be easier for me to do this because I already have this as a template for it. You don't have to use any set measurements. Basically what I did was measure 8 inches across the middle and that gave me my table, and then the rest of it was the legs. You might want it higher legs, smaller table, wider, longer, whichever you want, but it's entirely up to you. Once I made the template out of cardboard, I then transferred it onto here, so I just trialled it with cardboard to see how it worked. So I'll just use this as a template for the next table. So what I'm going to do is flatten this out, mark along the lines where I'm going to want to cut. It's nice and thin, this stuff, so it's easy to cut. Pair of scissors. Scissors are a lot easier than using a blade. So if you try and use a Stanley knife, it tends to go in at a bit of an angle when you use an edge to cut it. And the problem with that is it then cuts through at an angle on the Correx, and because it's 4mm thick, you end up with one bit sticking out further than the other, so the flaps don't go over as well. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to mark where I want the end of the folds to go. And that's it. That's the base layout for the table. So cut these through now. And once that's done, I'm just going to bend these up so they're nice and straight. So use any kind of a hard edge to hold it against it. And you've got 2 equal legs on both sides. And then we cut through the end table section. Simple as that. We now need to fold these legs as well, so that they fold up underneath the actual table. So again, same thing on here. Hold this as an edge and bend it up so that it's level. And you get a nice crease. And that basically is your table. Now, I have been deciding whether or not to just leave this folded like so to go into my bag. It's thin. It'll slip down inside my mat bag, or to fold it in the same way that I did this one, which is obviously it's much more compact. It does mean that you could put it in an outside pocket, down the side pocket where your water bottle goes, but it does create that crease in the centre, whereas this will keep it as a constant flap. surface with no bowing issues on it. So dead straight, no bend, probably structurally better. Maybe, let's see. I'm going to tidy up the corners of this just to make it look a bit nicer and feel a bit nicer. And then we'll get some sticky pads for the Velcro sticky pads to hold it all together. And then that's it done. Okay, so now I'm going to put the Velcro tabs on, and I'm going to do this in a way that when I fold it, they'll attach to each other as well, so when it's stored away. So we'll put one on this leg. And the other on that leg. So what I will do now is when I fold this in half, I will put the opposing one from there onto there, so that packing away, that will stick together. So we'll have one on each side of this one. That one done. And then we need the same on this side now. It doesn't matter which way around these ones go, because you only have one at the one attaching one at the top. Okay, so there's your table. Cut this one a little bit nicer down the edges, makes it look a bit more professional, a bit more homely. And there it is. Simple as that. So I've put one crease in the centre here, which isn't bowing up too much. You hardly see it at all, it's pretty flat. My other one, I actually put a double crease in it to allow a bit more flex and a bit more space in between the two for when it's closed. So it left a gap that you can see there. So I've made it sort of square, but I think that's what's causing a bit more bowing on the actual table. So I'm not going to do it on the second one. Okay, so when it's folded, that's going to be the thickness of it. And I'm going to put two tabs, Velcro tabs, one here and one here, just to keep it closed together, because at the moment the spring's open. There you go. That's them stuck to each other. Just reweigh this. Might be slightly lighter, taking the corners off. 67 grams. Odd. Slightly heavier, but only a couple of grams. So there you go. So that is my easy to do, homemade Correx super light camping table. Easy to assemble. Stick together, and there is your table. And this will take a fair weight on it. I mean, I have had my cookset on there, and that's me putting probably 10-15 pound of pressure on it. Solid. Okay guys, so I hope you liked today's video. It's only a short one. Just thought I'd show you how you made that table. I had a few comments on my last camp trip over in Dartmoor, so a few people mentioned the table, said it looked good, so I thought I'll make it, show you how you do it. If you want to try it, try it. I am going to do a subscriber giveaway soon, so if you subscribe to my channel, obviously hit the notification bell as well, so you get notified of any upcoming videos, and you'll be notified of my subscriber giveaway, and I'll be giving away one of those tables and also an Olight keyring light. So yeah, comment below, like the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and keep an eye out for the next video, and hopefully you might be the winner of this table. So thanks again for watching. Guys, and I'll see you on the next video, hopefully trip out, maybe in the snow. Cheers.